Okay, great. First, thank you so much to Vishnu and the entire Nucleus team, Parag, Ashwani, Anu, for inviting me over here. I mean, they call me a customer, actually I'm not a customer. I'm part of the family, right? That is why we call it E-First. I think that approach from Nucleus at that point of time, that led me to a hand-holding for the freshers, right? Who are probably going to become a big player in the future, or who have at least had a dream to become a big player in the future, right? And who have the guts to spend that much of money and, bring Nucleus on board. I think I will give all credit to Vishnu for that he signed the deal and it finally happened. Thank you, Vishnu, for that. I owe you this one. Always. The leadership of Nucleus, that they accepted me as a leader also of that team. That okay, you lead it, right? Including our team. And that is how it happened. So that's why I called Nucleus office as my first home, because first 6 months of Roha was actually in your boardroom, which is on, I think, first floor or third floor, I don't remember. But it's a big boardroom which we occupied for 6 months, and 7-8 of us will always sit, and a lot of heat will come at times, a lot of discussion will happen. But I think those 6 months probably was the best time as a professional which I learned and set up the foundation for the company, which today is close to 1,000 crores. Customers, so I focus on getting new customers. So that's how it is. So one of the magic I think we all talk about always, and I feel proud, my V-First team, and I'm still saying my V-First team because I'm not outside Nucleus, my V-First team, and Tanuja is also part of it. She's part of the original team. Shrini is not here. Ankur used to be here. Ankur was part of that. Then KD Singh, I said. So at that time, we guys used to start talking. And you see, customization is a fashion, right? Oh, let me do things a little differently. Let me do the thing my way. Oh, I will try to give this dish to the customer. I have never ever seen in my life that any customization has given extra customers, new customers, or has helped sales to grow the business. It has only increased the cost for the company and also the pain for a partner, because if my system moves away from a standard configured system, right, which is whatever version, like today we are using version 5.5, and I think if I am correct, we are moving to version 8 after this financial year ends, right? If I move away from standard version, then even Nucleus team will struggle. Arey, Roha ka kya configuration hai, kya change kiya, let me see, let me do, and things like that, right? So the core of the system gets disturbed is what I believe. So when I started this company, I started with one simple, I would say thought process that Sunil, dream, then have the determination to achieve that dream and do the delivery to ensure the dream is achieved, right? So it's a dream, determination, and then deliver. So the dream was very clear to build a robust company. I mean, today I can say with a lot of confidence because we are almost 1,000 crore company. I mean, you can imagine what confidence I could have 7-8 years back when there is not even a 7 rupee business we have, and we are incurring the cost. But I think that's how we did, that's how we all dream. If Nucleus is today at this level, it's not because of what people did. It's because one gentleman and his few colleagues had a dream that we will do this, and that is why we are all here, right? Then there was a determination to fulfill and achieve that dream. And then you guys are there, the hardworking professionals, to ensure that determination gets converted into a delivery, and there we are. From maybe a small room or maybe whatever, I don't remember, Vishnu probably is the best person to answer that, to such a huge complex. I mean, this can happen only after you can dream. You cannot say that, acha main aaj ye karunga, ye karunga. Yeah, the dream has to be there, right? So that dream, so same as with me, the dream was, I will not do customization. And I tell you, I had a very bitter experience about it. And that is why my determination was very, very strong. You see, even though GE is a very strong company from processes, from systems and people standpoint, one big mistake, happened because of the aspiration of the IT head. He always wanted the best. There's no harm in that. But you should see your limitations. You should see the system you are using. So what they did is the LSIT system, which was a core system, strong system. I mean, no regrets, no complaints. But I think either it was the demand of the sales, or probably it was the aspiration of the IT. They changed the system so much, which we call it customization, that in 18 months' time, LSIT gave up. This is not our system. Do whatever you want, have your own team. Imagine. And after that, any change you want, there's a huge bill coming up because you need an expert. And suddenly, from a team size, which was for IT, which was say what, maybe 6-7 people, we had a team of more than 100 people. It looked like a IT company in its own. And that gentleman is a very successful IT professional. He's a CEO of a listed entity today. I don't want to name it, but he's a CEO of a listed entity today, right? But so maybe his dream was right from his mindset, but probably was not aligned with the goals of the. So when I saw that, every time there is a problem, I said, yeah, this customization will not happen, whatever way, right? So that was one thing which had that determination. The second thing, how did I manage, configuration only and still manage to reach where we are, right? There are generally 4 parties to, for the success of the system, right? One is of course IT. Few good 1,000 configurations we have done in the system to ensure the process we wanted, but not even one customization till date. Not even one customization. So what does it tell? Hey guys, your system is capable. Who says the system is not capable? Right? So the system is capable. Forget about configuration. I take you to stage 2. Then suddenly we decided, we will even incorporate the scorecard also in your system. Right? Scorecard is, then risk is, scorecard should also there. Because everybody said, okay, let's get this on the top. A lot of risk systems are available in the market. All these credit bureaus have their systems, right? Oh, let's get it put on top of this. I said, nothing is going to come on top of it. What do you want? Tell me, we'll make it here. So first we made that scorecard in an Excel file. Right? Whatever you want, let's put it in an Excel file. With the scoring, everything. And then one by one, we configured everything. And guys, I can only tell you, we are the only company in the industry who has scorecard configured within FIN1. None of your other customers has it. So that's the story, a configuration versus customization. And I think the only reason I can talk about the power of your system is because I have seen it very closely. I have spent months and months understanding, and trust me, I have never locked into your system because I have created the workflows on a board. You have a huge board in that boardroom, correct? I have created those flows, which of course got configured by your IT guys, right? I have never logged into your system, never approved single transaction in Nucleus, but I can challenge anybody that I know more than you at any part of the system. And I still challenge my IT guys, right? So that's how we focused on configuration and very successful. I didn't give you even a single rupee on customization. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you very much for that.
But I think I'll tell you, you guys also should feel proud that your system is so powerful that it can deliver whatever flexibility is needed, right? In spite of having been so strong, right? In spite of having the core being so well defined, I think there is nobody in the industry who can challenge your LMS. Nobody in the industry can challenge your LMS. I think that's something remarkable, right? And LOS is, of course, you need a flexibility with the changes. I'll talk about it, and I think since we are part of one family, and I'll give you some, I think, rightly so, Vishnu quietly included my ears, telling me the problems also. Don't talk good only, right? So I think that's being fair, and that's being the right, and passionate businessman, saying that, yeah, let me first correct my mistakes. Good things will continue, let bad things go out of the picture. I think that's how the life goes. Okay. What does Nucleus give me as a businessman? Nucleus standalone doesn't give me business. My numbers doesn't come. But what comes? It gives me a safety umbrella. It tells me nobody can tinker it. I can go and sleep peacefully. Any amount of volume can come here, no problems. It will not crash. I don't have to get up in the morning and say, oh, your system nahi chal. You know? एक दो बार युवराज को मैंने बहुत तंग किया है. I hope युवराज is here or not. Right? So एक दो बार हमने युवराज को सुबह तंग किया है. वो sometimes in a cache कुछ change करो या कुछ patch आ जाए तो ठीक है. That's a very small thing, right? And it gets more glorified when it is in the between 25th and 30th of the month, because the sales will start jumping up and down, and suddenly it will get escalated to me. And otherwise, nobody can touch it, nobody can tinker it. It is safe, sound. Like what a parent give a feeling to their family or a child. How child feels secure. The parents are next to them, and they can go wild. Oh, I know my mother, father is around and they'll take care of me, right? That kind of security you get when you have a system of this caliber, which is so robust and so good. So it gives me no surprises, right? Which is very important. And as a CEO, I'm sure Parag will agree with me. The first thing he would want in the morning is that in my email box there is no surprises, right? I mean, that's what you want. You don't want a surprise, because surprise will never be a good. It is a bad surprise. And I actually don't want a good surprise. I don't want a surprise. Let it come in the normal course, right? It helps me build the trust that I can focus only on my business. I can focus on sales. I can focus on distribution. I can focus on so many other things, right? So what happens? My risk is taken care of because my scorecard is there. My credit is taken care of because all underwriting happens over there. My process is taken care of because everything you can do is only in the system. My compliance is taken care of because you can't play with the system. You can't go to the back end like a tally or, I forgot the name. Alright? Right? I think this is the most dangerous thing which can happen in financial services. We deal with money, not our money, it's public money, because we borrow from the banks, it's public money, and then we give it to the customers, and they are also the public. In the middle, because of our efficiency, because of our services, whatever, we make money, right? But at the end of the day, both sides there is the public, and there is a regulator sitting on top of it. If you find anything wrong, there will be a serious problem, right? So I think that's where the robustness of the system comes in place, and I think that gives us huge comfort. No theft of data. We are the first customers on cloud also, and I think I remember during the COVID days, we had auditors based in Mumbai. Nobody will travel during those COVID 2.5 years, right? So how did the audit happen? We gave you login password, sit at your office in Mumbai and do the audit. And that's how my audit happened. Nobody came. Right? So that's how it is. So I think in a nutshell, I would say probably that our investment done at the right time with the right mindset and gave the desired and the right results. So I think that's how I would summarize it. Because I can guarantee you, once you taste Nucleus, you can't go anywhere else. And if you go, just like it's very hard. Because you have to come out of security, the mindset you have, it is not going to be that easy. For me, I would simply in one word say, it is my lifeline. Khatam, next. Right? अगर मुझे मेरी lifeline safe है तो मुझे कोई problem नहीं है. I can, and more importantly, my IT team is probably the junior most in the industry, and I am probably the only company with 1,000 crore but doesn't have a CTO. Because you know who's my CTO? Yuvraj. And I still don't pay him the salary, right? So that's the beauty of nucleus. तो मुझे क्यों CTO चाहिए अगर मेरे पास nucleus है? That's how it is. So that's the comfort it gives. It is flexible. And one more suggestion I have. From ages you have only one product. LOS, LMS, which is for mortgage and maybe for unsecured, right? There are so many other channels, there are so many other financial services activity, which I think Nucleus should foray. And you have seen a lot of big guys, moved in and a lot of valuations they have created, right? So I think I would say even a distribution network, right?